Hi, Jerome Parade family. We are reopening this Sunday, June 7th, right here in this building. We are approved to get back together as a church and celebrate Christ through teaching and worship, and we want you to come. So I hope you're prepared to come back together. You know, it's been 11 weeks since we got the governor's directive to stay home, stay safe, and flatten the curve, protect the people at risk, and we did that, and it's resulted in a great effect. We are now in a much more informed place regarding this virus and its traits and how to be safe, and we live in a county that has had no new infections for 30 days. 85,000 people with no infection. So that's a great news thing. And here for the last 3 weeks, we've been having the smaller gatherings, worship and communion. And as we've got together, of course, no new infections. So we're back at it, and we want you to join us. Josephine County has been approved for phase 2, and phase 2 comes with an increase in allowance for the size of your audience, and for us that will allow us to accommodate up to 100 people in this building. So we'll return to hosting 2 services on Sundays. We'll also be providing live streaming. That's something new. We'll give you some details in the email about that, but live streaming for our services. So if you've got health concerns, you can still connect with us online. But we wanted to meet outside, but the weather forecast is currently rain and 58 degrees. So that didn't seem to be quite conducive to the environment I was hoping us to have. So we'll be inside this week. So I want you to pray. I want you to prepare your heart, bring your Bible, join your family. We intend to have the windows open for good ventilation. So if it is 58 outside, it might be a little cool. You may want to bring a sweater or a jacket. And then we're encouraging our families, if you have children in our Sunday school program, then come to the second service at 10:30. This will allow us to strengthen our children's ministry, plus make the adjustments that the state is requesting of us while bringing our families together. So I want to remind you, though, of God's glorious truth, or one of God's glorious truths. It comes here out of Matthew 10:29-30. Are not 2 sparrows sold for a cent? And yet not one of them will fall to the ground apart from your Father. But the very hairs of your head are numbered, so do not fear. You are of more value than many sparrows. So listen, if God can keep track of the hairs of your head, and that's not a whole lot of work for me anymore, but that means he knows and is intimately involved in your life. You can trust him with this. He established the day of your birth, and he has already established the day of your death. We saw that in Psalms 139:16. So rest assured as we come back together that we can trust God with our future, with our present, with our health, and with the health of those around us. All right? So God has your life planned. Join him in it, but don't let the fears of this world be the fears that trouble you. All right? Jesus said, what? Do not let your heart be troubled. So you can let that happen. And we've got plenty of stuff going on in our world right now to do that, but it's all the more reason for us to gather and encourage each other, to rest in him, to rejoice in him, to worship him together. Again, I am looking forward to this. And then we have worked to provide a safe meeting environment. I hope you reviewed the COVID-19 plan that Jerome Prairie put together and we sent out to you. You know, if you're not familiar with that, hey, masks are welcome, but they are not required. We can inform you of the governor's guidelines, but we will not endorse them or enforce them here. All right, we're going to be the family God's called us to be and love each other the way God's called us to. And we have the chairs 6 feet apart. Physical distance seating has been arranged. But if you'd like to attend and you're like, okay, James, I want to come, but you know, I'm still not comfortable, we have a lanyard for you. This will keep you identified as a loving person and yet somebody who would like to be loved with a little bit more distance. So I hope this will make you comfortable to not worry about that. We're going to respect how each person feels. So if you see somebody coming at you and you're not ready for a hug, a simple wave will wave them off. There's other people they can touch. All right, but come celebrate Christ together in his family, and please invite somebody to join you. We want other people to meet Christ and to meet his glorious, affectionate, welcoming family here. So come. We want you to be safe and connected to Christ and his family. I'll see you, Lord willing, on Sunday. God bless.